We're back with our roundtable. Howard, Lauren, and David. If you've been watching the NBA Finals, and who hasn't, you've witnessed something that we've never seen before: the incredible outside shooting of Steph Curry as he led the Golden State Warriors to the NBA title. I've never seen anything like it on Who Has, but there's someone like Curry in politics today. His name's Marco Rubio. Rubio is the Steph Curry of the Republican field. Nobody expected him to perform at the level he's acting right now. As Chris Cillizza of the Washington Post points out, Senator Marco Rubio of Florida is the candidate trending up in that top pack. It's a trajectory he's been on since he announced his candidacy 2 months ago. Rubio's charisma, personal story, and relative youth have combined to make him the it candidate for the GOP at the moment. That's Cillizza talking. The conservative columnist Charles Krauthammer, not exactly a great political pundit, but a pundit, recently ranked Rubio as the most likely candidate to win the nomination, noting that, quote, Democrats fear his prospects. And we just saw in today's Quinnipiac poll that Rubio fares the best of any Republican in the hypothetical matchup against Hillary Clinton in 3 key states. That's why Marco Rubio is the Steph Curry of the Republican field right now. He's emerged as a shooting star, and it looks like he's got the best shot at taking on Hillary. Why are the Hillary people, and you always know this better than I do, why are they a little tremulous about this guy?
Well,
is it age? What is it?
Because of his potential, because of the contrast he presents, and because of the story he has. If you feed it all into a computer, you come out with a young, charismatic Hispanic from Florida, and you've got the perfect contrast on paper to Hillary. Now, he's like Steph Curry in the sense when Steph Curry came out of Davidson College, everybody said, this guy can really shoot. But is he tough enough for the league? It's one thing to stand out there and look pretty, and look
don't
pretty,
go under the boards.
And look pretty shooting the three-pointers, but you've got to be able to take it under the boards.
I have
people like David.
I have a bucket of ice water this big.
Like David.
Can I throw my bucket of ice water here?
David Corn is in there.
So you say it's all under the paint. It's in the paint that decides these
I
things.
say this is pre-season, Howard. And in pre-season county, we'd have President Fred Thompson now or President Rick Perry. Until I see Marco Rubio in a debate, playing at least in a playoff, let alone the championship series.
Who's his media advisor?
I think this is
Who's his media guy? Who's the guy with the towel over his shoulder? Todd Harris.
Yeah,
he's a very smart guy. What do you think?
I think that Rubio is the best speaker in the field, and when you have people like Hillary Clinton around who's kind of flat, not really emotional, not really passionate, a guy like Rubio really stands out. His problem is he doesn't have much of a record in the Senate. He doesn't have much.
Guess who else was like that?
That's true. That's true. But you know, he did come out on some things. Rubio, you know, he blundered on the immigration thing, and they need that quad. You know, they need the Hispanic vote. They need that sector.
Let me ask you this.
And he's a hawk. Don't forget he's a neocon hawk.
I know about that.
That's going to make
the Republicans. They're all hawks in the Republican establishment. Did they know they need some Hispanic vote?
Oh, absolutely. They've got to know that. They've got to know that. I mean, obviously, the game that Rand Paul is playing, you try to get more minority voters. For them, it's a huge win if they just get a few more percentage points.
What happens? None of us are Hispanic here, but what happens if a guy, even if he is Cuban-American rather than, say, Mexican-American or Puerto Rican, what happens when a guy like that walks onto the stage and starts speaking perfect Spanish?
We don't know. Jeb Bush can do that, too. So I don't think that that's going to sway people. It's what you do regarding policy, and he's terrible on immigration so far, and that's going to matter to the voters in these swing states.
You've been very sharp on this. I think you're making the point that I think you made it best, but about this guy's talent. Anyway, greatest speaker out there right now. Howard Fineman, thank you. Lauren Victoria Burke, and David, what's your middle name?
Michael.
David Michael. When we return,